This tutorial is for creating the drawing sheet for the axle bolt. The first thing we want to do is select RH Drawing Sheet Template. And now, filling out the fields, we want to make sure they are all caps. So the part name, train, axle, bolt, student name, and the block. And now we go to base, select the part from our list, axle bolt, click open. I'm going to zoom in. This might be a little small. Knowing pretty much right now that we will need a top view, a front view, and a bottom view, but not a side view. We're also going to need a cross-section view, but that's okay. We'll do the side view instead. So, or do that instead of the side view. So I'm going to go ahead and start thinking ahead and start positioning and making sure I don't want to make it too big. So let's try 2:1. I think 2:1 will work. So I'm going to put it here, sort of in the middle. Then I'm going to get a top view. I'm going to get a bottom view. I'm going to get an isometric view. And later we'll do a section view. Let's go ahead and shade the isometric. So right click on the little dotted box around it and then click the third button. Right click on the red dotted box, choose Edit View, click the third button, and there we go. Now for the bottom view, the reason I chose that is it has a different set of dimensions that we can pull, or at least one. On the top view, you have the hidden line for the bottom parts. Here on the bottom view, we have the hidden lines for the hex socket. So on the bottom, let's go ahead and start our annotations. We're going to dimension. I'm going to dimension just the diameter of the bolt. And I can leave the precision at 2 decimals or change it to 3. Some of these will have 3. Working our way up, I'm going to need a chamfer note here. So let's go ahead and put a chamfer note. So click on chamfer note, then you click on the angle, then the vertical side. And that's our chamfer note. Now this is something that we haven't done before. We've got hole and thread. We've done hole notes before, but we've not done thread notes. So we're going to choose hole and thread. And then we're going to pick this part here. So this time you are actually dimensioning the dotted lines. The dotted lines here don't represent anything hidden. They represent the picture, if you will, of the threads. That's not all the information because it should have the offset. I'll look into that and see why it didn't pull the offset information, because it should say offset 1/4 inch. Even if it doesn't, we can dimension the offset ourselves. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put the thread information on the opposite side so I can do full dimensioning. So let's do threads here. And then I'm going to do my full dimensioning here. Now notice this is 1:3. Let's go ahead and change that precision. So if you haven't done that, you switch to the precision tab, primary unit and make sure it has 3 decimal places, because that's what we typed in originally. I'd rather it not round if I can help it. Let's do it this way. So we need to go ahead and put in all the dimensions that we had before. Actually, I don't think they had that one. I think they had this. Change our precision 1 more decimal place. And then they had this. Change the precision another decimal place. And then the final bit is the offset. And I can put it here. That's fine, to avoid clutter. Except I'm going to type in all caps, offset. And I think that about takes care of the body of the bolt itself. And down here we've taken care of that. So all that's really left is for us to have some dimensions on top. So the diameter, I don't remember if there was another decimal place. Yeah, 422. And then the diameter of the flat surface. And then from flat to flat on the hexagonal shape. Now let's double click on the number and see if it'll let me change the precision, since it's already let me place it. Okay, the only thing we need now is the depth of the hexagon. I'm going to do it the most proper way, I suppose. We're going to go to section view. So go back to place views, section view. Hover over the midline, click on the red dotted box, and now hover over the part until you find the mid section. Little dotted line that tells you're in the middle. And then draw all the way through the part. So click once up top outside the part, click again outside at the bottom of the part. And then right click, continue. And I pull it over here so that we clear out of the way. And now you see these slash marks. That means solid material. Those are called section lines. And then here we have an area that does not have section lines, which means that it's hollow material. So this is where I can actually dimension the depth of the cutout. I believe we need 1 more decimal place. There we go. And that is a completed drawing sheet for the axle bolt. Now, we want to make sure we save, of course. And then we also, because this is what we're turning in, we need to export PDF. And that's what will be submitted